Today I'm going to share with you a simple finger picking pattern that works great for either writing your own music or for creating covers of songs you already know. But we're not going to use just the same old basic chords you've heard a million times over. We're going to explore some unique flavors to help your music stand out. Grab your guitar and play along. This finger picking pattern is meant to be played on any group of 4 strings. Here, here, or here. Let's start with our lowest sounding strings. We'll place our thumb on the 6th string, our pointer on the 5th string, our middle on the 4th string, and our ring finger on the 3rd. This pattern has 4 beats per measure, and then we repeat. To start, on beat 1, we pluck with our thumb and our ring finger at the same time, followed by our pointer on the 5th string. 1 and 1 and. On beat 2, we pluck with our middle finger, followed by our pointer. 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. For beats 3 and 4, we actually play the same thing we did for beats 1 and 2, except we don't use our thumb. So it sounds like this. 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and. All together, we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now that we know the pattern, we can start applying it to some chords. Let's start off with something nice and easy and familiar, and then we'll move into something a little more out there and a little more challenging. Let's start with C major 7 to G major. All right, for C major 7, we are going to place our right hand on the middle set of strings, and let's pluck those strings together just to get familiar with what the chord sounds like. Okay, now when we go to G major, we are going to move our right hand from the middle set of strings down to the lowest sounding strings. Let's pluck those all together. All right, there's G major. Now let's go back and forth just a couple times. All right, it'll take a little bit of practice getting used to moving our right hand around. And when we feel ready, we can go ahead and add that pattern. Hopefully at this point you're starting to feel pretty good about the finger picking pattern and moving it to different chords. And if you're not quite there yet, that's totally okay. Take your time, there's no rush. But just for fun, let's play around with some chords. Now, I really like the sound of going between G sharp minor to E major. But let's see what it sounds like if I make them both 7th chords. That's sounding pretty good, but what if we take it a step further, and for E major 7, we play 2 different versions, and then for G sharp minor 7, we add a 9th. Let me remind you again what G sharp minor sounded like. Now listen to what we have. Wow, that's definitely the chord. G sharp, minor 7, add 9. Then let's go to E major 7. Then we come back up to G sharp, minor 7, add 9. And finally, our other version of E major 7. This is actually E major 7 over B because the note B is in the bottom. Learning new chords can be tough, especially when we're trying to combine it with a brand new finger picking pattern. So let's take a look at how we can approach practicing these chord changes on time. Since these two chords are definitely not as familiar, we really want to focus on making the chord change as smooth as possible. So we're going to focus on beat 1 of each chord, which we'll be plucking with our thumb and our ring finger at the same time. So for G sharp minor, add 9, I really only need to have my ring finger and my middle finger placed down on the fretboard. Okay, we're just playing that partial chord. And then when we go to E major 7, I only need to have my pointer finger down on the fretboard. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when we go and add the pattern, we'll be giving our other fingers a little extra time to make it to the chord. See how my pinky doesn't get down until the exact moment when it needs to be played, which any extra moment we can get when moving to a difficult chord can be really helpful. I really like the way that everything's sounding so far. Let's take it even a step further. I'm going to record myself playing the chords, and then I'm going to add a little bit of melody, and you'll start to really feel everything come to life. One of my favorite things to do when I learn some new chords or a new finger picking pattern is I'll take it and turn it into either an original song of my own, or I'll take a song I already know and somehow incorporate it and make my own cover. Now, that's just one idea. Let me know in the comments what you think you might use these chords or the picking pattern for. Now, just as a side note, I just want to say I really am enjoying making these videos for you guys and sharing with you what I know and what I'm doing just when it's related to guitar. I really hope that I'm helping you in some way or just motivating you to get out there and play your guitar. You know, it's all positivity here. So if you're getting some kind of enjoyment out of these lessons and videos, that's all I can ask for. So thank you so much for watching. Till next time.